You never picked your seat. Not really. The first time, you just sat down mid-thought, mid-conversation, not paying attention to the chair itself, only to whatever was happening around it. And then the second time, without deciding anything, you sat there again. By the third time, it wasn't a choice anymore. It was just where you sat. Nobody assigned it to you. There was no meeting, no agreement, no sign with your name on it. And yet, weeks later, if a stranger sits there instead, even for 5 minutes, something in the room tightens. People glance over. Someone shifts in their own seat, unsure why it suddenly feels different. You walk in and your stomach does something small and irrational, like walking into your own kitchen and finding the furniture rearranged. Nobody says anything. Nobody could even explain what's wrong, but everyone feels it. Think about the last classroom you sat in, the last family dinner, the train you take most mornings, somewhere in the third or fourth repetition, without a single conversation, that space quietly reorganized itself around your presence. Your absence became visible. An empty chair stopped being just a chair. It became a gap shaped exactly like you. This isn't really about furniture. It's about how identity works in shared spaces, not through declaration, but through repetition nobody agrees to out loud. You didn't tell your coworkers, "This is my desk." You just kept returning to it until the returning became the claim. The room didn't accept an argument. It accepted a pattern. There's something almost unsettling in how little consent this requires. You can become the person who sits there without ever wanting the role, without ever noticing you were building it. And once it's built, leaving it feels strange in a way that has nothing to do with the chair and everything to do with what the chair had quietly started to mean. Which raises the real question underneath all of this. If so much of who you are in a room is just a rumor built from repetition, a story the space started telling about you before you even noticed it was being written, then how much of your identity anywhere is something you actually chose, and how much of it is just the first accident nobody bothered to correct? Next time you walk into a familiar room and your body moves toward a specific chair without asking your permission, pay attention to that moment. That's not habit. That's you, being quietly claimed by a place you thought you were just passing through.